So we got our saddle on. Notice he's not climbing into my space today either. I'm impressed by that. That's good. Licking his lips. Point. Good. Nice jog with the saddle. Good. Nice. Okay, so notice he's not like sauntering right into my space today. It's a nice problem to have. Go the other way. At the jog again. He's also maintaining his speed much better today. I'm not having to get after him to keep going at all. Good. I'm bringing him to the edge of my hula hoop of space a lot more today, which is good. Nice. All right, we're gonna get a canter now. 1, 2, 3, 4. With green horses. There we go. He picked up the correct lead, both in front and back. Now he's going to drop out of it. There we go, a little kick. So, there we go, good job. With green horses, okay, so yeah, you can tell he hasn't done a whole lot of cantering. I'll fix my latigo here. So he definitely dislikes cantering. Good boy. So with green horses, it's extremely important to canter them a lot. It just really gets them feeling the saddle. That's the gait at which they feel the saddle the most. So it's extremely important to canter them a lot. Notice that time when I picked my handy stick up and he kind of shied away from it a little bit. That's why every time I stop a horse, I would reach up and rub him on the forehead with my handy stick. 1, 2. Looking for a canter. There we go. Good. There we go. There we go. Good. He's really trying to avoid cantering. He's really trying to tell me to get lost with that. So we're going to have to get him. We're going to lunge him today, and or round pen him, I should say. What, bud? Okay, yes, I do. Matthew's talking to me. I'm going to round pen him with and get him to canter, because he really needs to canter. But we're going to lunge him here a little bit more. There's a little confusion here, but just follow him. He knows. Okay. He does not want to canter that way. There we go. There we go. Good. All right, back at it. See if we can do some cantering. Okay, it's following now. All right. Good. All right. Now he's giving me attitude today. Okay. Good. Good job. Nice lip lick there. Deep breath. Blow out. He's not curling his lip, his nose anymore either. Nice. Okay. So maybe he hasn't been lunged a whole lot at the canter because he's not. Well, here we go. There we go. He cross-fired up in the back end, but he fixed it. So as long as he stays cantering, I'll leave him alone. Just stay behind his drive line. There we go. A little hump. Okay. So yeah, I was hoping to possibly take him to a show this weekend, but he's telling me showing me a lot of signs that we just need to forget that. Good. And just work on basics. Good. I'm going to walk away to the fence here. If he chooses to walk right up to me, that's fine. Good. Good. Now, obviously, after this round penning, and then I'm going to go back to lunging again, we have a lot of desensitizing to do with the stick and string. I also have a few things I want to do with my saddle and stirrup leathers. I want him out of my space. That's very nice. Good. I'm going to go up and rub him here. He wasn't sure what to think about that. Good. Now we're going to go this way. There we go. Good. I hope it's keeping us in good. In frame, it looks like it is. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Okay, so a little bit of extra pressure there because he keeps dropping down. If he keeps doing that, I'm going to keep going in with extra pressure. And next time I'm going to be watching for that cow kick because he's trying to tell me to get lost. There we go. If he kicks out at me like that, I'm gonna bite him on the butt a little bit with my string. Good. Good. Let's go that way again. Good. Good job. He cantered right off there. Good. He thought about doing an outside turn there and turning his butt to me and decided not to. I'm just gonna let him trot this time. I'm gonna ask him to canter again here in a second. Hey. Hey. Being a little sticky now, so maybe we're gonna have to, there we go. It's like, yeah, you're making me canter. I don't like it. Stay away from that, Matthew Dean. No, no. Go get the bucket and sit on the bucket. Okay, we're gonna canter a little bit more here. There we go. The black bucket over there. The black bucket. There we go. Walk away from him here. Good. You gonna leave me? Come on. Good. All right. And we're gonna go back to lunging, so I'll be able to better control where he is too, so that will help. Okay, we're back at it. All right. There you go. Good. Notice how jumpy he was there a little bit with my handy stick. This is why it's so important for when we do a sensitizing exercise like round penning, or just waiting for him here for a second. Okay, yeah, we're definitely not getting in the saddle today. Oh, he's like, oh yeah, I can go this way, can't I? All right. Pulling on me there a little bit, just pull and release a little. Okay, I'm gonna slide. There we go. Good. Good. So it's going to take me a couple minutes to get him back in. I pushed him around a little bit, and so he's not sure he can trust me now, and it's my job to reinforce to him that he can trust me. So with horses, you can't have trust without respect. So that's why we earn a horse's respect first, and then we earn their trust. And through respect comes trust. Still a little sticky on that side, so we're going to go that way again. Much better. Okay. So he also was giving me those little bucks. He gave a couple bucks with the saddle too. That tells me that he's not really comfortable with the saddle, at least right now. So that's another reason why I'm definitely not going to get on. Lip licking there. I don't know if you guys caught that. Good. I'm going to rub him on the face here. We're going to lunge him the other way a little bit, and then we'll go to do some desensitizing. Good. Nice. Nice. Good job. I didn't even have to use my stick that time. Oh. Got a little confused what I was doing there. And he's like, well, I don't know. So I'm just going to guess, he says. Good. All right, we're going to point. There we go. Okay. I let him slow down a little bit there because he was he's starting to stall off on me a little bit. Good, 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 good. 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 Bring him to the edge of my circle and rub on him. Okay, we're going to go the other way. We're going to ask for a canter. Because he really does not like that. There you go. Okay. There you go. Good. 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 I'll step back. That creates a little draw toward me. Comb the rope. Good. We're going to go the other way. Nice. Good. Good. All right. So now I'm going to desensitize him to the stick spanking the ground. So the difference with this is I don't have my hand pointing him up, telling him where to go. So he's going to have to figure out that just means to stand still. He's going to move, so all I want him to do is to stop moving his feet. Repetitive. There we go. Bump him here so he doesn't try to switch sides on us here. There we go. Just going to follow him around here, keeping his nose pointed toward me. There we go. He's kind of leaning on me there a little bit. It's one of the reasons I like to use a rope halter. Right there, I would not have been able to bump him back. He would have just dragged me and pushed through that. Right there. Good. Good, because my arm was getting tired. Nice. Once he stands still, go back and rub him. Now we'll come back here and spank the ground again. Good, improvement. So I'll start way out here, away from him. Stayed still, so we'll go back and reward that. Do it again. I'll slowly start moving closer. Good. Well, stopped right when he was going to move on me. Okay. Switching sides here. So important when we are working with horses to remember, we're basically teaching two horses because the wires don't connect. Whatever you do on one side doesn't mean that he'll know it on the other. So whatever we do to one side, we do to the other. A prime example of that is mounting. If you only ever mount your horse on the on side, you try to go to get on the off side one time, and they'll freak out. Some really experienced horses will actually buck and freak out. It's like, what in the world? Nobody's ever mounted them on the off side. Which is really funny to me because the reason that we mount on the left side instead of the right is not a modern reason. It goes back to when one of the big main uses of horses was cavalry, and they most guys are right-handed, So if you're right-handed, you wear your sword on your left side, on your left hip. Lip lick there, I don't know if you guys noticed that. So, to get on your horse, in order to keep your sword away, you might freak out at this. Nope, okay. Sword, left side. I can get it in my belt. There we go. There's my sword. If I get on this side, when I go to put my foot in the stirrup, step on, sword stays away from the horse. Now, if you can imagine, let's just pretend I'm left-handed getting on this horse. So left-handed sword is over here. So you can draw it out. It's kind of hard to draw your sword like this. So when I go to get on my horse, what's my sword doing? It's whacking the horse in the leg or on the side, or I got to pick it up or something. So that's why we mount horses on the left side. Most of us are right-handed, wear our sword on the left. We stand back here, get our foot in the stirrup, climb on. I'm not going to get on him because he's not ready for that yet. Sword is away. Perfect. He's very good with that. I thought maybe he would freak out when I pulled it out of my thing. While we have the dressage whip, rub him with it. We will desensitize him to the sound of that too eventually here. I just want to get him used to wearing that because I like to have it on my saddle there, and it'll flop around and tap him every once in a while. All right, spanking the ground. My son must have gone inside. Okay, notice we're a lot closer here.